Hey guys, I'm here doing one of my first IGTVs with Ashley Wood,
Hello, everybody.
who happens to be my nephew's girlfriend. And we're here today to talk about safe beauty. And I'll let Ashley tell a little bit about her story and more specifically about Beauty Counter, which is what we're here to talk about. But Ashley and I share like-minded views on things related to clean beauty, healthy eating, environmental footprint, those sorts of things. And all of those have in common safer ingredients. And so you will have seen some of my previous posts about reducing plastic use and trying to have friendlier cleaning products in our home. And so beauty is one area where it's been in the back of my mind. I've been thinking about it. I've been researching it and learning about it. But I wanted to bring you on because you're an expert, and I would say that you spend a lot of time understanding the importance of safe ingredients. And so, why should we care? Why is clean beauty and why is this green beauty movement taking off and there's so much steam behind it?
Okay, so first off, I'm going to talk about how your skin is your biggest organ. So everything you put on your skin, you absorb it directly into your bloodstream. So people think about putting things in your body that are toxic. So why would you put something that's toxic in your body on top of your skin outside of your body as well? So a lot of people don't think of that kind of thing when it comes to safer beauty and for skincare, anything to do with that. You're putting hundreds and hundreds of products on your skin every single day. Some of these products contain up to 1,000 different ingredients in them, and we don't know what they are. If you look at the back of a product, it's very difficult to decipher what all those ingredients are, if they're safe and if they're not. There's also been a ton of research over the past 50 years now that has gone into people moving into the greener, cleaner space, especially with, you were saying, the environmental footprint. A lot of these B corporations are now looking at sustainable packaging, so things that are reusable and things that are taking up less water and less energy to produce. So that is why I think everybody's a little bit more cautious about it. There's also a lot more issues when it comes to the ingredients that are going into a lot of our pre-packaged foods and products. So when it comes to, your mascara or your daily face cream that you use every single day, every single night, there's a lot of unknown ingredients in them that people need to be aware of.
It's funny because there's so much known and it's so predominant in many circles about organic food, right? So we're very clear about and I myself don't necessarily buy organic food, but we're so fixated on the things that we put into our body, but we don't actually think about, like, when I think about the number of years, 49 years I've been around, I've been putting stuff on my skin, I've been putting makeup on all that time, not thinking for 1 second that it's actually seeping into my skin. Same with hair care, all of those things. So one of the things that I like about Beauty Counter, and we're going to talk specifically about Beauty Counter soon, but like, talk to me about the Never List, because the Never List, what I find challenging is I don't know all those names, all those words. I never will. And so it's very hard to go pick up products where I've heard, a review of a great product, but then to be able to read it and understand, like, is that good or bad? So can you talk to us about how it's addressed and how people can be more informed?
Yeah, for sure. So the Never List of beauty counters is something they created themselves. It's not anything that is regulated by the government. There are over 1,800 toxic ingredients that are on this list that Beauty Counter will never use. So they pretty much use this list as, if there's any kind of health issues, side effects, risks, anything to do with the ingredient, it is not used in a Beauty Counter product and is on the Never List. So the Never List can be very overwhelming at first. Like you were saying, there's large names, but there's also a lot of smaller digestible names that you could quickly look on the back of your product and know. So like, for example, a PEG or an EDTA are really easy, also toxic ingredients that you could look, and if you see those on the back of your ingredients or on the product, you know right away that they're not good. But with that being said, there's reasons why me and myself and other beauty counter consultants are doing this so that we can help inform people and so that you could come to me and ask me.
And you gave me a little card, right?
Yes.
So I have a little card. It's like a business card, and it's in my purse. I mean, I guess that's old fashioned. I guess you could just take a picture of it and it could be on your phone.
It's online
right?
too.
Yeah. Oh, I just aged myself. But so let's talk about so just general awareness of knowing bad ingredients is a positive. But why? Like, so tell me the three. I know that Beauty Counter and green products are focused on three I guess ailments or three risks associated with non-green products. So what are those?
So I would say the top three health risks with any of these toxic ingredients that would be found on the never list would be cancer, immune toxicity, and hormone disruption. So whether you're looking to have a baby, or you're in menopause, or you're getting your period, all this stuff actually impacts it, and people don't even know it. So autoimmune diseases like PCOS can get irritated by a lot of the ingredients that are actually in your lipstick, your mascara, your foundation, or even your skincare. And then there's obviously risks with cancer, skin cancer, especially when you're using retinol with the sun. There's a lot of other risks as well, but those I think would be the three largest risks when it comes to skincare and beauty products.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about Beauty Counter specifically. So what is Beauty Counter? You mentioned it's a B corporation. I've been reading about what that means. I was surprised to see some that are on that list, some that aren't on that list. So what is Beauty Counter, and how did you get involved in Beauty Counter?
Sure. So Beauty Counter is a B corporation, which pretty much means that at any point of the supply chain, they are using sustainable practices. So for example, all of their ingredients in their packaging, as well as the ingredients in their products, are both sustainable and healthy. So you don't have to worry about any of the things that could be in harmful plastics or metals or anything like that. They are also sustainable in terms of like I was saying, the supply chain. So when it comes to packaging the actual products in their boxes and sending them out, everybody that does that is not exploited in any way. So anybody that it works there is paid their full price or wage, for working there. So that's why, for example, they have to charge $10 for shipping every time.
That surprised me, because in a world where shipping is, particularly in the United States, it's not that great in Canada yet, but shipping is free. And so when I said to you, oh, I don't want to pay $10 in shipping, just because I was annoyed at being cheap, when you explained to me that it's because the people in the Canadian distribution center are fully paid full wage, et cetera, like that helped me to understand.
Right.
So that was, yeah.
And that's a part of being a B corporation as well. So there's a lot of standards that B corporations have to abide by. So that's just a few things that makes them a B corporation. I specifically got involved with Beauty Counter because my cousin actually started with them. She was going through chemotherapy and was looking for some products that didn't have ingredients that were harmful to what she was going through at the time. So she finally found Beauty Counter because she was used to using pretty high brand value products like Chanel, and would go to Sephora and get all of those good quality brands that perform well as well.
Yeah.
And she found Beauty Counter, and she loved it so much she became a consultant. And cancer has been one of those things in my family that we've had for the past 20 years. We've all dealt with people in my family having cancer, a few of which have passed away. My cousin recently passed away, but I wanted to continue her legacy and her research and her advocacy for this kind of thing. And it is so, I honestly do think it's so important. So that's why I became a Beauty Counter consultant. So I help people get the toxins out of their day-to-day routine, makeup, any kind of body or skincare,
So
not necessarily Beauty Counter.
Yeah, so let's talk. So there's two things. One I wanted to comment on. The thing I like about you is you don't push it. So you'll be the first to say, here's a Beauty Counter, I'm making this up, mascara, but this one, if you really want to lengthen your eyelashes, works better. Or so you're not, I don't find that you're pushy. You're very willing to share information and inform. but you're also willing to say that not every product you use is clean, right?
Right.
So, which I think from an authenticity perspective is important. But so tell us about what does Beautycounter sell? So if
Sure.
we have people who are listening, we've talked about skincare. So if you could expand on that, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. So Beautycounter sells makeup anywhere from lipsticks to eyeshadow palettes to bronzer to foundation, any hair care products. They're known for their shampoo and their conditioner because it lathers well. In terms of skincare lines, there are a bunch. So there is a acne line, which is Counter Control. There's an anti-aging skincare line, which is called Countertime, which is used without retinol. They use a retinatural complex that they've created.
Has a funny name.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, okay.
There's a few ingredients in there that create the retinatural complex. And then there's Countermatch, which is like your regular skincare brand for everybody. So if you have dry skin, if you have combination skin, if you have oily skin, that would be your go-to. And then we have the Counter Plus line, which is really just, it increases your skincare. So like if you're the kind of person that would like an oil and a serum and
just extra steps
that you would add into your skincare routine. And then new, we have the Countertime line, which is like an introductory teen line that really has just a cleanser and a moisturizer, and it's on a low price end as well. So people that have never tried Beautycounter before like to try.
And there's
that.
a men's line.
And there's a men's line as well, yeah. So that's called Counterman, and it has body wash, shampoo, conditioner, beard oil, shaving cream, face cream, really just basic stuff for men.
And so you can buy one product on its own, or you can buy a set or a system.
Yep.
Is that what's called a system?
Yep. Yeah, or a regime. So
regime.
Yeah, you can buy anything. You can buy one, you can buy two, you can buy the whole thing, whatever. Obviously if you want to get the regimes, it's actually less expensive if you are considering all those products because it goes down in price.
And skincare. Sorry, sunscreen.
Yes, and sunscreen.
Sorry, sunscreen.
Yeah. So sunscreen, we have a variety of different sunscreens. So we have a spray, we have just a lotion, we have a stick.
Tinted. You have brown.
Yeah, we've got the brown.
You can spray brown stuff on your legs.
And it has 30 SPF. It's all mineral based.
Okay.
And we also have an aloe cooling gel that is used with coconut. So people don't think of that kind of stuff. You think, oh, aloe gel, like it must be natural, but it's not. There's a lot of fillers in that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, and we only use mineral sunscreen, no chemical sunscreen.
Okay, so zinc based.
Zinc based, yep. Zinc oxide.
So what are the best sellers? Because I like to try stuff. I will tell you in a minute about what I've bought, but
yes,
what are the cult favorites, if you will?
So in my previous experience, it's been the overnight resurfacing peel, which is amazing. It reduces fine lines, pore sizes, it decreases the look of any kind of sunspots, smooths out your skin tone, evens your skin tone in terms of color, gets rid of any acne under the skin. So that would be number one. Number two would be the Adaptive Moisture Lotion, which is like your regular daily moisturizer. It's very thin, so you can wear it underneath your makeup. Number three, actually I'm going to say three, has two. So both sunscreen based. So there's a sunscreen stick that looks like a deodorant stick, and you just wipe it all over your face, and it's not super oily, easy to put makeup on top of it as well. And then we also have something called Dew Skin, which is a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it. And that's a very, very popular product. And then the last thing I think is the most popular would be the Supreme Cream, which is a part of the Countertime anti-aging line, and it's a dupe pretty much of the La Mer cream.
So a thicker overnight, more expensive, more
rejuvenating. Yeah.
You know, a lot of the research I've been doing suggests that if you have really good serums with active ingredients, you need less of a moisturizer. I mean, I sometimes I feel like unless I have a moisturizer on top, I don't feel, moist enough, but
right.
I guess it just depends on what you're putting into your skin and to what end, for what purpose.
Yeah. And it depends too on what kind of skin type you have. So if you are super dry, maybe a thicker cream would be better for you, even if you are using serums, versus somebody that might be more oily on their skin.
Okay. So I just bought a few products. I've been researching and following Ashley along. My sister has probably bought every product you sell. I think
Just
she's
about. Just about.
she's such a good customer, and she loves skincare and makeup and beauty products. But I just bought the resurfacing peel, and I have to say I love it. You told me to use it every other night.
Mhm.
I am desperate to use it every night, and I've been listening to you. But it soaks into your skin in the morning. I look at myself and I feel like it's like even. I love it. Anyways, I can't say enough good things about the resurfacing peel. The sun stick I also love. It's quite small, and for me it's great to just throw in if you have a little purse. It's good for me. I always put it, I'm kind of picky about my hands. I find it's really easy to whip on my hands, and then I put it on my face. I go between a tinted, when I know I'm going to be in the sun, I'll wear a tinted facial sunscreen. I haven't tried yours yet. But then if I'm actually going to wear makeup, which haven't worn in a long time, I'll wear the stick under my makeup.
Right.
So that's kind of how I'm going about the two different products. I bought the Teen Line, which is called again what? Counter Start for my daughter Lauren, who's really enjoying it. She's very religious about a regime, but she's dealing with a little bit of acne, so that's going well. And that's it, right? Is that what I bought? Yeah. So any last words on Beauty Counter and why people should be paying attention to this movement? Sorry, I'm going to just say one more thing. One of the articles that I posted recently about beauty trends for 2020 talks about that link between clean health and beauty and environmental consciousness, and all of those kind of the good things, the right things to do, and beauty are now inextricably linked. Like we're not going to see uncoupling. What I find is there used to be, if I look even back 3 years, there was hardly any clean beauty, and if there was, everyone complained like hair products. It didn't work. Mm-hmm. So there's so much technology that's come along, and they're coming a long way, but I feel like now so many companies are green or clean, and that actually freaks me out, because it's not regular. Like, no, there's so many products that say green or clean, and when in fact if you go onto a site, which you guys should all know about, which is called EWG, the Environmental Working Group, if you have products and you want to see how they're rated in terms of safety, you can go to www.ewg.com.
Yep.
I do it all the time, and you'll be amazed to see some of your favorite products, how they rank. And so where was I going? But I think what I was just saying is, I just feel like there's more companies than ever. They know they have to get into this space, but I don't trust them all.
Right. And because it's an unregulated industry, it's hard to know which brand you should go to. Yeah. So a few things. I think that the green movement is definitely here to stay. So I think that a lot of brands, like you were just saying, are going to move into that space, but not all of them are as effective as I think some other brands. For example, that's why I started using Beauty Counters, because I was looking for something that was natural but was also, still as effective as what I was buying at Sephora. So there's that. And I think that if people are looking to make changes in their lives, you don't have to do it all at once. I think people think, oh, that's like, this stuff's really expensive. Not necessarily Beauty Counter, but cleaner laundry detergent or cleaner.
It costs more.
It costs more, and it's more expensive, and it might not fit into your budget, day to day. So I have a lot of people that say, I really want to make the change, but like I can't afford it. And I say, okay, then, make some small changes.
This is fascinating. You're going to talk about mascara.
Okay. Yeah. So I say make some small changes. And at first it doesn't have to be your skincare or beauty. It could be moving from a plastic water bottle to something that's more sustainable. The plastic in your water bottle, you probably don't know this, but it's contributing to any hormone disruption. Little things like that, or your reusable cloths instead of paper towels. There's little small things you can do in your day-to-day life before even having to spend the money. So if people ask me then, what would be the first few products that you would purchase and to basically get cleaner ingredients into your day-to-day routine? And the two things that I always say are mascara and lipstick. So if you think about it, mascara goes directly into your eyes. So anything around your eyes is usually pretty sensitive, and you want to be cautious of what you're putting around your eyes. And it's funny because something that is in mascara is called carbon black, and that's what gives it that black color, and that's what actually makes it stay on your lashes for a long period of time. Carbon black is very, very toxic and is actually one of the largest industrial ingredients that people don't even talk about.
Oh, perfect.
And we put it right on our eyes every single day. So that would be number one, mascara. And number
Makes
two,
sense, right? Your eyes are,
yeah, for sure. And number two would be your lips. So anything to do with your lips. If it's lip gloss, lipstick, lip balm, anything that you're going to taste and you literally ingest it through your mouth. You're licking it, and it's actually going into your bloodstream quicker than if you were to even put it on your legs. So those are the first two things that you should definitely switch right away, I think. But obviously there's a lot of other things you should switch in your life too if you're really starting to plan a more eco-friendly environment for you or your family.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Where can we follow you? Where can we find you?
So I'm pretty present on Instagram. You can follow me at Ashley M.A. Wood. I post lots of stuff about clean beauty. I also do lots of clean recipes, sometimes not so clean. And you can actually buy Beautycounter directly on the website. You don't have to buy through a person if that's not what you want to do. Otherwise, you can buy through me. It's just beautycounter.com/Ashley Wood.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.